Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and hello if you're new here. My name is Michelle. I create beauty content each and every week. If you enjoy these kind of videos, make sure you give this a thumbs up. It really helps me out and it helps YouTube push out my video. And don't forget to also subscribe so you stay up to date with all my latest uploads. But as you can tell, I'm still pretty sick. Today is the first day that I'm actually feeling normal and feeling better. Rough start to 2022, but guys, welcome to my video. I have great plans for the new year. So just stay tuned and keep watching. Today I'm going through a full face of brand new drugstore makeup. I'm just kind of doing like a quick mini review as I go along and apply the product to my face. And you'll see I have some great new finds and then some duds. I'm gonna stop rambling on and let's get started in today's video. All right, so I have a lot of new makeup here and I'm so excited to try it. A lot of this did launch at the end of 2021 and I know we're in 2022 officially, but this is still new. I just never got around to recording this video because unfortunately, as soon as my package arrived with all the new makeup, I got really sick. But this is like the first day I'm actually really feeling like I'm back to normal and back to myself. So I'm excited to finally wear makeup. It's been about like a week, almost 2 weeks. I guess we're gonna start off with primer, and this is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I'm gonna have to keep using this and really let you know like how I feel about it, like if it actually works. It just says to allow 30 seconds to set before applying makeup. I think this is like their version of like a dupe for the, what is that, the Milk, it's this one, the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I think this is like their version of it, so we'll see. It's actually pretty liquidy. I don't know if you could tell. It is sticky. I put like a pump on my skin. Let's see how that works. And then it says to wait 30 seconds onto your skin. Honestly, this is very sticky. I do have a new concealer. This is the Revlon Skin Awaken Caffeine and Vitamin C Serum. It's like a 5-in-1. And so since you could kind of tell, like I have this like huge red pimple and I have like redness on my cheeks and stuff, I'm gonna actually go ahead and use this just to like try to cover that up before I do my foundation. I guess you have to just squeeze it. Oh yeah, if you just squeeze it, it comes out. That was very satisfying. I'm just gonna put some right here on this little guy. Maybe some on my nose. Do a little bit on my cheeks. Just gonna pat it in. I'm not gonna blend it in because apparently that's what you're supposed to do. Now for foundation, this really isn't foundation. I couldn't find a foundation that was like new, but I have the Perfector 4-in-1 Whipped Matte Makeup. So this says it's instant perfect matte look, blurs pores, mattifies and conceals blemishes, even skin tone with a light coverage. So this is supposed to be like a light coverage. I think it says like a BB cream type. So let's see. This is probably like the least thing I'm most excited about. Oh, it's definitely whipped. Very thick. I got the shade light medium, and honestly, this looks a little bit too dark for my skin. And then this I'm probably the most excited about. This is the new e.l.f. sponge. This is just like their angled silicone face sponge. And this bottom part right here is like kind of like silicone. And I did get it wet underneath my sink. However, like when I was squeezing it out, it like ripped. I don't know if you're gonna be able to tell. It might be like too bright. That honestly kind of annoyed me. But I also have a new face brush. Not new. They launched this a while ago, but it's from e.l.f. And it's just like their dual side face brush. So I'm gonna use this on one side and then this on the other side just to see how I like it. See which one does better. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this side with the sponge. This is very light, a light foundation. Okay, now let's switch to the brush. Honestly, I don't know if I'm even crazy about this foundation. This is just way too light for me. Right off the bat, the sponge side is just a very light coverage and the brush gives you more coverage, but the foundation is just, it's not good. It is not good. I might go in with a full face foundation, full coverage foundation, because this is way too light and it's sticking to all my dry patches on my skin. It's just not doing anything. It's not blurring anything. I feel like it's just enhancing everything. All right, so this might be a mistake, but I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Camo CC cream and use that instead. I'm not having any luck. I'm not having any luck with that foundation. I'm just not feeling it. This is way too light for me, but I always feel like it's better to be way too light than way too dark. I don't know how I feel about the silicone side, to be honest with you. Of this sponge, I feel like it's actually taking off my makeup. Let me try like this side up here. Okay, the sponge side is very nice. It's very nice and soft. Go back in with the brush on the other side. Okay, this foundation is very light for me. I'm sorry, I just couldn't use the other foundation. It was just really bad. But if I had to choose between the brush and the sponge, honestly, the brush is giving more full coverage. And the sponge, it does look really nice on, I don't know if like maybe I'm just used to like the silicone part of it just kind of throws me off a little bit. I don't know. I really don't know how I feel about that. Like that part of the sponge. I don't know if I can't tell if I love it or if I hate it. So far, I give it my stamp of approval because it did blend out pretty good. Okay, now I'm going back in with that concealer that I used to cover up my pimple. I'm just gonna squeeze more out. I feel like I have to squeeze a lot to get anything out of here. But I'm just gonna put that right here. I'm actually gonna drag this down a little bit. It's like a Caffeine Awake vitamin C type thing. And honestly, I have not been getting the best night's sleep, so I need it. My under eyes have just been so dark. I'm gonna try the other side of this dual face brush from e.l.f. And then I'm also gonna try using the clean side from here, or maybe even like the side, like pinching it to get like it nice in there. I don't know, I'll see. I'll figure it out. Let's start with this side, which is the sponge side. And I'm just I always like to just use my finger. Okay, before I go in and blend it with my sponge, just right off the bat, this looks very nice, very creamy. Seems like a medium to full coverage. Let me try this, the side of the sponge. Okay, I think I really like this concealer. I think it's really good for like a medium to full coverage. Now going in with the brush. I'm not sure if this brush is meant to be like a concealer, like pore concealer, but that's what I'm using it for. But I don't know if I would use it again. I don't know. Oh, but it's really good to get right in here, right in these crevices. The brush was good, but I don't know if I would necessarily use this side for concealer. I just feel like it's too fluffy to like work concealer into like under my eye. I like a more like dense brush. This is just a little flimsy, I don't know. Overall, this brush is really good. I think it gives great full coverage foundation, and I would highly recommend this brush. I'm gonna go back in with concealer and add a little bit more. I wanna see if this is buildable, build that up to full coverage. It says 5-in-1. It says erase, perfect, brighten, hydrate, and refresh. I will say this does feel very hydrating. So far, I'm really liking the concealer. All right, so my face right now, everything is on concealer and foundation. So far, I'm actually really enjoying the concealer. The concealer, it really is just like nice and hydrating. As for the primer, I really can't say if I like this or not. Like, it's a little too early for me, but it is very sticky, and it's very similar to their the Jolly Pop one that they have. This just feels a lot more stickier to me. So I think this one is gonna be a win, but like I said, I'm gonna have to keep using it and let you guys know. It is no surprise that this one is just not my favorite. I do not like this at all. It did nothing for me. It gave me zero coverage. It does say like light coverage, but I feel like it really didn't fill in any of my pores or anything. No, this is a pass. Okay, unfortunately, I don't have a new setting powder, but I'm just gonna go in with the e.l.f. matte powder. I'm actually gonna just take the sponge on the side and set my under eye first and foremost, and use the same matte setting powder and just put that all over my face. The one thing I noticed as I'm setting my under eye is that this side, it's just kind of like crumbling. It's just kind of crumbling. I don't know. It just doesn't look right. This side looks really good. I don't know if I just didn't blend this side out right. I don't know. It looks really weird. So far, this side is my winner. Okay, this side, not so much. I'm pretty much done with this sponge. Honestly, I still don't know how I feel about the silicone side, but if I had to rate this, this would be an 8 out of 10. I do recommend this. This is kind of like cute, fun sponge. I don't know. I like it. Okay, so I grabbed their new like applicator, I guess. This is called a brow lift applicator. I'm scared for this next step. If you know me, you know I just keep my eyebrows the same all the time. e.l.f. released this like brow lift gel thing. You can see it's very clear. Here's what the back of the packaging says. It says, get lifted and feathered brows with long lasting hold that won't flake, no appointment, no recovery time, infused with nourishing aloe and gel lifts, sculpts, and tames even the unruliest brows. My brows are pretty unruly right now, I will admit. So I've personally never like used anything like this, like the Anastasia Brows Wiz or whatever it is, Freeze. I don't know. I never got onto this trend of like brows that are like lifted and look bushy. I just don't know if that looks gonna work for me. And I maybe should have done this before I done my foundation, but this is usually how I do my makeup. I do foundation first and then brows. It's because they get so much like powder on it, so I don't want my brows to be done and then have powder all over them. Based off of things I've seen on the internet, you're just supposed to like dip your spoolie in here and get some. Oh, this is thick. This is not moving anywhere. Okay, I got some gel on here. I'm very scared. I don't know like how much gel. And then I guess you're just supposed to spoolie your brows up. Oh geez, I think I put too much gel on here. No, are they supposed to look flattened? I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Yeah, I should have cleaned up my brows a bit better because now it's just mixing in with the foundation on here. And then apparently you're supposed to just like flatten it, like press it into your skin. Am I doing this right? Am I doing this right? I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like it looks so creepy. I don't know. Back in the day, I used to like gel down my hair like intense. This is the vibe it's giving me. And I don't know if I like this. I don't know if this brow look is meant for me. I don't know if I'm doing it right or if this is just doing it all wrong. I'm definitely gonna have to watch a little bit more tutorials on how to do this trend. I mean, definitely feel like my brows are not going anywhere. I'm just gonna leave it there. Leave it as that. I think this was like $6. It's really affordable, so if you want to give it a try, I would say give it a try if you know what you're doing. I'm definitely going to still have to work with this and play around and see what kind of brows I like, because I don't know if this is for me. Okay, this I'm so excited about. This is the Milani all-inclusive eye palette. This is cheeks, face, everything. It has a nice big mirror in here. I'm not going to blind you. Then it has like a highlight, a bronzer. I think these are 2 blushes. It like says it on here. And then this middle part is for your eyes. So I'm excited. I'm going to give this a try. I'm going to just create a really simple eye look because it's really all you could do with this. There's like 3 shadows. So I'm going to go in with the bottom shadow and just put that right into my crease. This was a lot more pigmented than I was expecting. And then I'm just going to take middle shadow right here and put this all over my lid. Oh wow. Was not expecting it to be this pigmented. This is actually very beautiful. I wasn't expecting it to be so pigmented, but I'm happy it was. I'm going to go in and take their one and only bronzer in this palette and just place that right here. Now I'm taking their blush in this palette, and they do have 2 blushes, which are these 2 right here. I'm going to be going in with the bottom one. Very pigmented. Maybe I'll go in with the top one too. And now I'm just going in with their highlight shade. I've never used a highlighter from them, so I'm kind of curious. Wow, this is pigmented. This is so pigmented. This palette did really, really good. I was not expecting any of this from this palette. I 10 out of 10 recommend. I wasn't expecting all this pigmentation. I wasn't expecting how good this was going to look on the skin. This is very affordable, and I feel like this is like all I would need if I needed to go out. Like if I were going on vacation and I just needed one palette to pack. It's pretty simple, basic, but it could create a beautiful eye look. You could even go in with the bronzer in the crease if you wanted to, and put the highlight in the middle of your eye if that's what you wanted to do. This palette I highly recommend. The only thing is like I wish they have like different options like for deeper skin tones. The bronzer might be a little bit too light in here, but other than that, this is a great palette. I'm gonna put on mascara really quick and I'll be right back. All right, I just put on mascara really quick. Now I'm gonna go ahead and fill my lips, and this is the new Love Triangle Lip Filler Liner from e.l.f. I got the shade light brown, and I don't know why I got the shade light brown. It's just like a triangle, like honestly, like that's like the new thing, I guess. I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and line my lips and probably fill them in too. My lips are actually pretty dry, so maybe it's not the best to use a lip liner right now, but okay. So I honestly love this color. Like I said, my lips are just very dry, and this isn't like very creamy. It's not crazy creamy. Overall, I think it's good. I don't think it's anything special. Do I think you need to run out and go buy it? No. But since my lips are so dry, I'm just gonna go ahead and put a lip gloss over this. This isn't new, but everyone raves about it, so I went out and I picked it up. And then the last thing I have is this setting powder. This is the new e.l.f. Stay All Day Blue Light Setting Mist. But there's like a metal ball in here. And you're just supposed to shake it up like that very intensely. And this just says, lock down your look with lightweight makeup setting spray that absorbs blue light. Infused with skin-loving aloe elderflower extract, it helps keep makeup looking fresh all day long with a matte, shine-free finish. I personally don't need matte right now. Like we're in the middle of like winter. We just had a winter storm here in New Jersey, so I don't need matte, but I'm gonna give it a try. See, this is something that's probably I'm gonna need to try a couple of times before I actually like could say like, oh, I love it, but I'm still gonna try it. I love when they don't have any smell to them. Like, I don't want to choke on the smell. I can't stand that. This has no smell, so that's good. But I have a feeling I'm gonna like that. I love all of e.l.f.'s setting sprays. They have great affordable setting sprays. So if you're looking for a good setting spray, I recommend looking at e.l.f. Alright guys, but that about wraps up today's video. So as you saw, I definitely have some things that weren't really wasn't too crazy about. And some things that I think that I'm going to love and love more and more as I use it. And some things I just need to figure out and learn, if you know what I mean. I don't know. My brows are still undecided. I feel a little naked with the fact that I don't have like products, which maybe I should have done like a color in them before I used the brow lift, but I don't know. Gotta live and learn. I'll figure it out. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys have a great new year. Like guys, set your goals. It's 2022. I know I have my goals set for this channel and I'm not slowing down here. I'm just getting started. So make sure you hit that like button down below. It would really help me out. It really helps push out my video. And also don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with all my latest uploads. I upload twice a week. As always, before signing off, I want to leave you with this. You are beautiful, you are loved, and you are worthy. All right guys, bye.